O desert winds that sweep the sand in secrets, bear my words to her heart, soothe the fire in her gaze. For love and blood have clashed like flint and stone, sparking flames that neither I nor time can tame. She, my moonlit star, her brows drawn in anger, her eyes once soft as a falcon's wing, now sharp as daggers. She speaks in storms, her voice trembling, each word a wave crashing against my chest, each silence a canyon between us. Be my father, she cries. His shadow looms over you like a hawk. His words twist around you like sandstorms. His pride entangles you in chains of duty. Why do you not see, my beloved, how his steps echo between us, and I, torn between her love and his memory, stand like a tree caught in two winds? I cannot let go of the roots of my father, nor can I bear the fury in her eyes. I tell her, he is the palm that shaded me, the falcon that taught me to fly. But she, my woman, her lips tremble with fury, her tears falling like desert rain. He is the one who pulled you from me, who changed your freedom, who made you blind to what we could be. Oh, sands of Arabia, do you hear her weeping? Oh, moon of my ancestors, do you see her rage? And between my father's voice and her silence, I walk alone, a man divided. I remember his hand on my shoulder, his voice whispering the old ways, his pride wrapping around me like a woven bish. But her hands are soft as rose petals, her touch a balm to my restless heart. And when she turns away in anger, it feels as though the desert itself grows colder. My beloved, I say to her, he is my father, but you are my future. His words are carved in my bones, but your love beats in my veins. I cannot tear one from the other. Yet she stands firm, her eyes two desert suns. Choose, she whispers, and in her whisper I hear the weight of centuries. O desert, teach me how to speak her language, how to reconcile love for the woman with duty to the man who made me. O falcon, teach me how to glide between her storm and his silence. I long to tell her, my father is but a man, and you are my destiny. And his pride may wound me, but your love heals me. Do not let his shadow drown the light in your eyes. But words are fragile, and her anger is the desert sun at noon, scorching the sands, drying the wells. I kneel before her, my pride set aside, and whisper, forgive me. I am torn between the past and the present, between blood and breath, between the man who raised me and the woman who claims my heart. If you will be patient, if you will take my hand through this storm, I will find a way to make peace between you and him. For without you, the sands will cover my footprints, and my heart will be nothing but a hollow shell. She looks at me, her anger softening, the fire in her gaze dimming to embers. And in that moment, I know that love is the bridge between past and present, between father and lover, between duty and desire. Oh. Desert winds carry my words to her heart. May she hear my truth beneath the silence, and may her anger melt into the dawn. O stars above the desert, witness now the silence she has left in her wake. After the words were spoken, after her anger poured like a summer flood, there was quiet, a stillness heavier than the weight of sand dunes, a silence deeper than the empty wadi. I called her name beneath the moonlight, but her voice was absent, like the falcon that once soared high, now vanished into the vast sky. I waited for her footfall by the date palms, for her scent carried by the breeze, but only the wind answered me, whispering secrets of loss and longing. O desert, do you hear the echo of my heart? I am a man standing alone, caught between the shadow of my father and the fading light of my woman's love. In my mind, I see her face, once radiant as dawn, now clouded with sorrow. I hear her words accuse, she had said, and I, fool that I am, stood silent before her. Did I think the sands would shift on their own? Did I hope her heart would soften while I stood paralyzed by my own pride? Oh, foolish man, oh, stubborn son. I built walls of words around me, walls that she could not climb, and now she's gone, leaving only her silence to haunt me. I returned to my father's tent, seeking his counsel, but even he saw the emptiness in my eyes. Up, my son, he said. A woman's heart is a garden. Neglect it, and it will wither. Water it with love, and it will bloom beyond measure. I wanted to cry out, but father, she cannot forgive you. But the words choked in my throat, for even in my fury, I knew he was right. So I mounted my steed beneath the crescent moon, riding through the dunes to her dwelling, carrying not gifts of gold nor pearls, but the humility of a man who has learned too late. At her doorstep, I dismounted, my heart in my hands. I called out softly, my love, my woman. I am but a fool who did not see that your anger was not against my father, but for me, for the space I left between us, for the silence I let grow like weeds. I come not to beg, but to tell you that I choose you, that I choose you. I choose you over the pride of my father, over the traditions of old, over the fear that made me hesitate. Let me be the man who stands with you, not behind the walls of duty, but hand in hand with you beneath these stars. Let my love speak louder than my silence. Let me plant the seeds of our future together and tend them with the care of one who has learned the cost of neglect. And for a moment, there was only the hush of the desert, the gentle rustle of palm leaves. Then her door opened, and she stood there, her face pale as moonlight, her eyes searching mine. I am no stranger to storms, she said quietly, but I cannot walk alone through them. I stepped forward, my hands trembling, but open. Then let us walk together through storm and silence, through anger and reconciliation. Let my love be the bridge between your heart and mine, the path where once there were only dunes and shadows. She hesitated, but in her eyes I saw the ember of hope rekindling. And as she stepped into the night, her hand found mine, and in that touch the storm within me quieted. Oh, desert winds carry our story across the sands. For love, though wounded, can heal when truth is spoken. And silence, though deep, can be broken by the courage to begin anew. Oh, dunes that cradle my footprints, you who witnessed my trembling steps, listen now to the tale of hearts rejoined, of silence broken by whispered truth, of love rising like dawn from the darkness of doubt. After the night when her hand met mine, after the storm softened into quiet, I vowed to heal the wounds we both carried, the shadows of pride, the echoes of my father's voice, the bitter taste of words unsaid. I led her beneath the palm grove where moonlight spilled like silver over the sands, and there, with only the desert to witness, I spoke, not as a son of my father, but as a man who had found his voice. My woman, my light, I was blind to your love's plea. I let pride and fear build walls between us, and in my silence, I hurt you. But tonight, beneath these stars, I lay down my pride, my fears, and I offer you the truth of my heart. I love you, not as a man trapped by duty, but as one who chooses you over the shadow of old traditions, over the fear of disapproval, over the comfort of silence. She stood before me, her face illuminated by the moon, her lips trembling with unshed words. He was angry, yes, she said softly, angry not only at your father's shadow, but at the silence you let grow between us. But tonight, I see you, not as the son of your father, but as the man who dares to love me with honesty. O falcons of the sky, do you hear her voice, soft yet strong? O desert roses, do you scent her forgiveness blooming? We walked beneath the stars, our hands entwined, each step a promise to leave behind the bitterness of yesterday. She spoke of her dreams of a home filled with laughter, of children who would know both love and honor. And I listened, my heart swelling with a peace I had thought lost to the winds. When we returned to my father's tent, he looked at us with eyes that had seen many seasons, and though his pride was a mountain, he bowed his head and said, "A love is not a betrayal of family, but a bridge that unites hearts. Honor her, my son, as you honor your name." And, oh stars, do you see how her smile turned my world from shadow to light? Oh sands, do you feel how her hand in mine steadies the ground beneath my feet? Together we built not walls, but a home where her laughter rang like bells, where her anger was met with understanding, where my father's shadow became a memory, and her love the sun that rose each day. We planted date palms and watched them grow, their roots deep in the soil of forgiveness, their leaves whispering stories of love and redemption. Oh, desert winds carry our tale far and wide, of a woman's anger met by a man's truth, of silence broken by the courage to speak, of a love reborn in the ashes of pride. And when the sun sets behind the dunes and the night stretches its silver blanket, we sit side by side, her head on my shoulder, her heartbeat echoing mine. And I know, as surely as the stars will shine, that love, when nurtured, blooms brighter than any desert rose. Oh, desert sands now smooth beneath our feet, you have heard the cries, the confessions, the storms and silences. And now listen. Listen to the story of what comes after anger and reconciliation, after pride gives way to peace. The days stretched long and golden, the sun no longer a harsh judge, but a companion that warmed our path. She and I, hand in hand, planted our future in the soil of understanding. My father, once a towering shadow, sat beneath the shade of the date palms we planted, his hands weathered by time, his eyes softer now, watching as his son learned not only to love, but to live in harmony with love and duty. We built a home of stone and timber, but more than that, we built a home of whispered apologies, of laughter shared over bread and dates, of prayers spoken in unison beneath the stars. Oh, falcon, soaring high, you have seen the woman who once wept in fury, now smiling as she watches our children play in the dust, their laughter ringing like bells across the dunes. Their tiny hands, sticky with honey and figs, carry the legacy of love forward, unburdened by the weight of past pride. My father, once stern as the mountain's edge, now lifts his youngest grandchild into the air, his voice softened with age and grace. May you grow strong, my child, but may your heart be tender as the desert rose, and may you always speak the truth of love. And my beloved, my woman of storms and silences, her hair now kissed by the sun, her hands calloused from tending both earth and heart, leans against me as the sun sets, that's whispering, we have built more than a home. We have built a legacy. Oh, stars, witness this. A love that survived the burning sands of anger that crossed the dunes of silence, that grew roots deeper than any palm, and now blossoms into the laughter of children, the wisdom of the old and the quiet, steady beat of hearts that have found peace.